Hey there. I hope you're not for sale. Can you see the kid in the neighborhood that has this? Nobody's messing with him. You imagine how much more easier it is to shake down everybody's lunch money if you arrive to school on this. Hey y'all, today is Wednesday and we've got this big hurricane bearing down on the area, and I'm taking a little drive right as it's supposed to make landfall. Just giving an idea of how the city is kind of empty right now. It's always nice. This is about 2:30, not quite 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's a ghost town. We're not in an evacuated area. The hurricane's probably gonna go down to a tropical storm by the time it hits here. But as you can see, you look up in the sky, you can see all those ominous bands swirling around, and we've got rain. How bad is it going to be? Don't know. But I always like to take a little patrol in the area just to see what's happening, see if there's any power outages just yet. I'm going to go take a look at another piece of property that I've got just to make sure it's all secure. And then we're going to be hunkering down for this storm, and hopefully it won't be too bad. I'm not super worried about it. I went through Katrina and plenty of other storms, and this is small potatoes, but that doesn't mean that it can't create a whole bunch of damage. So we'll see. I will report later. So one of the unique things about the New Orleans area are these canals. They've been here ever since the city has been here, and since the city is a little bit below sea level, this is how the drainage works. There's these canals that run through different areas of the city, and they're pumped into the lake, and so the rainfall falls into them. As you can see, we've got this hurricane coming. The levels are relatively normal. That's because they're pumping these canals, keeping them low, so that when the big rains hit, it won't inundate the system and cause everything to back up. But these are kind of cool. They're slowly covering them over and, using more elaborate pumping systems. But this is the way it used to be for 50, 100 years. They'd have these canals all through the city. And I still think they're pretty cool. They're relatively clean. They're not full of pollution. It's just mainly runoff. So you'll often see fish in them. It wasn't always this way, but they're pretty clean now.
From here, we even have next 1 to 2 hours, Slidell, Hancock County, the I-12 corridor. You're going to find this moving your way, and then you're going to be at the peak of the storm. At the rate of movement and seeing to where we are right now.
So Hurricane Francis is down upon us. Let's take a look outside and see how my E-tank in the backyard is doing. My poor E-tank. I took the power supply in because I didn't want it to get wet. It's under my little porch here. But you can see, it's coming down. The whole area is flooded. You can see I got water. Hopefully it will not come into my house here. I'm not really worried too much, but you never know if it just keeps going. Here in Louisiana, we're kind of used to lots and lots of water. Hang in there, E-tank. Like the E-tank is really worried, huh? It's flooded. That's not good. We literally have standing water all over the place. All right, the canals are completely overfull. This is crazy. I actually found a way around, but damn. Look at those canals. So, today we are at another country auction. A few interesting cast iron pieces. Oh, look at these traps. It's always fun to go to these things. You never know how things are going to sell. And they have the weirdest stuff. Oh, they're actually auctioning off some shopping carts. I've always liked these things. These are pretty popular here in the country. Let me sit. Oh yeah. Oh. This is nice. Be interesting to see what that sells for. You think so? What do you think?
$20.
Really? I think it'll go at least 50 or 60.
They're pretty much.
This doesn't look like a really high-end one. It's just all tubular stuff. Isn't part of the auction. Look at this little tiny mini truck. It is. Right-hand drive. Look at that. Marbles, marbles, marbles. People around here collect these things. Does anybody really play them anymore? That's pretty cool. Look at this old tape recorder.
Oh, yeah.
Reel to reel. This was like a portable tape recorder back in the day. And when's the last time they made ever-ready batteries that had the little cat on them? People collect these things, man. I don't know, do they still collect them? You know what those are, right? Mm-hmm. Insulators on Look at this. Oh, is that really carved? Looks like it. Yeah. It's nice. Those are candle holders or something? No, I don't know what that is. Alright, let's see what we got here. Birmingham Stove and Range, Birmingham Stove and Range, Lodge Perch Pan. This is a Lodge, is it marked? Let's see. No. And this is a Wagner here. Is it marked? Oh, it's a Chinese copy. Look at that. Another missing link. Chinese copy of a Wagner. This should be marked, I assume. Yeah, there we go. Nothing special there. I wonder how they can actually sell these. I mean, isn't that public property? Check out that thing. I wish I had this when I was a kid. Boy, that's the ultimate little kid bike. Look at that. Look at this table. I love the height of it.
I love that.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's great for a lot of things. It can sit and work. It's a good height for that.
Yeah. You never know. This thing could go cheap because nobody wants to move it. So there's one piece in here that I'm interested in, but I don't know if I'm going to wait around for it. I'll show you.
Everybody listen up.
Gate marked, number 8 or number 7.
We are, let's see, 2 weeks from today we'll be in Prescott for a big auction. Got 2 old farm wagons with a spring seats. We've got 8 or 9 high quality saddles, lots of furniture, and there's a building that I'm just now starting to work through. I don't know that we got. The funds are going to be open, donated to the camp meeting, and it is open to the public. It's not just a church-related thing. It is open to the public. Right now, I think that's about, no, the last Saturday in October we're down at Benchmark, but I hadn't even looked at that one yet. Okay. And, okay, today we're going to be starting right outside that door, okay? We're going to sell those dog cages, that stuff right there, rest of the door. We're going out there, that trailer, sell that land that's in that trailer, that flatbed. Then we're going to be going into that.
That might be worth grabbing if it goes cheap enough.
The goat barn is full, so we'll sell.
That's what you need. You need a bunch of ceramic bunnies.
I need this.
Okay, see
Flying light up ghosts. Over 2 feet tall. It's huge.
Huge.
So here we are at the country auction. Kind of in scoping it out. There's a few interesting things. There's at least one nice old gate-marked number 7 frying pan, but these things run really slow. They're going to be auctioning off tons of stuff. I don't see anything here I absolutely have to have, so I may not stick around. We'll have to see. But sometimes you can get some pretty good deals. Like somebody just bought a whole spool of Romex for 15 bucks. That's the electrical wiring, which is not cheap. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and enjoying the video series and supporting me thus far by subscribing and clicking like and all of that. And if you want to catch me on TikTok, sometimes I have previews of what I'm working on that I haven't published lately. That's at TikTok/@WisdomStudio. And if you're on Facebook, look up the group Vintage Cast Iron Hunting, Restoration, Identification, and Sales. And until next time,